Today I'm going to have a look at making some wood calipers. I'm going to have a quick look on Amazon to see what sort of options there are. But I actually found someone on YouTube that was using something very similar to what I wanted to make. So these are just like a pair of scissors that clamps around the inside and outside of the bowl thickness, and the measurement on the side gives you an idea of how thick it is. I thought it would be a very simple little project to make using the Xtool Creative Space, downloading an image off the internet and putting it in and editing it. I downloaded this pattern which looks similar to the calipers in the video. Edited it in Creative Space. So the image, when the image comes into Xtool Creative Space, because of the thickness of the line, the image comes in double lines. So I'm just going to go through and delete the extra lines. I can try chopping it using the trimming tools. It's a little bit fiddly. When you click on one of the lines, you get the point, and you get two little control points that come off when you start to edit it. As you can see there, you can change the length, which changes the curvature, which is quite easy to find your way around. There isn't a easy way to join 2 points together, so I've just joined them by overlaying so the 2 points are coincident with each other. Here I'm just adding the circle in the centre. I think you want to add the centre point. Later on I should have made this circle a little bit bigger. You can see when I put the bolt in that it wasn't quite big enough. Give me a bit of a clearance around it. Part of the learning experience. I join all these areas together so that I can select them all and you can group them all together. Makes it easier to move them around. Put them on different layers as well, so it makes it easier to turn on and turn off. Just wanted a bit of a sharp point on it, so again, just choosing the control points, you can smooth that out a little bit. Just checking they line up. So on the example in the video, the guy had some pencil markings on here. I was trying to improve on that by putting some arrows and lines on there and trying to make some measurements using the actual dimensions in the Xtool Creative Space. You can define exact measurements, and I was just copying and moving that down by 5 increments. So the plan on these parts is just to engrave them, not to actually cut through. Just want to add the text in here, change the size of it easy enough. What fits. I think the text feature has been improved where you can just double click it. I think previous versions of it you had to go and click a little box, but double click works really well now. Then just save the file, and you can save to the cloud drive. And I can go into the garage, load it onto the machine, start every job, just run a calibration to check the height of the material, set it to 0, and off you go. first time I run this, I didn't have any clamps holding the wood down. There's a little bit of a bow in the wood which didn't cut all the way through, so it was just seeing how much I could prise off. But when you see that happen, it's just close the lid, rerun it again, try not to move the part. This time, because of the bow in the wood, that the parts are cut through very easily. And obvious mistake, when I was making the profiles fit on the wood and trying to use less wood, I flipped one of the images around so that the arrow pointing to the points right over didn't line up. Next time. Just some bolts from the greenhouse, the aluminium bolts. Checking them there, the thread. And this is where I find out that the hole is too small for the bolt. Just about goes in. And there we have a working caliper. The idea of this measurement gauge is that when you measuring the thickness of the bowl, you can see whether it's 5mm, 10mm, how thick it is, and try and get a constant bore thickness of the bowl. So I put the measurements on here thinking 5, 10, 15, using the Xtool, moving and positioning with the sketch. I thought I'd better check when you move this out, thinking about where I put the center line or where the whole center line is. And what I didn't realise is that it was actually like a 2-to-1 ratio, so for every 5mm it actually moves 10mm on the end. So when I was checking, the 25mm movement that came out was around 50mm. This was the first time I tried this, so I can go back and edit and recreate plans with the correct measurements on there. So hopefully you learned something, maybe you didn't, found it entertainment. Please like and subscribe if you did, and see you next time. Thank you.